Oh man. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the AquaMethodPodcast. And as always, you can find me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that, just GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, or you just have something nice to say about the podcast, or if you have any questions you want me to answer on the podcast, send it at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com. You're listening to this on Grasshopper GP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. Grasshopper GP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all, as always, for rocking with me. I really appreciate y'all checking out the show. It means a lot to me. I can't tell y'all that enough. Y'all already know. Now, you will probably hear that my voice sounds different. It's because I have a cold. And I was supposed to do this show yesterday with a friend of mine, but I had to cancel on her because I was feeling that bad. It hurt to talk. And when you're doing an hour-long show, it is near impossible to do if you can't talk. So I apologize in advance for the stuffy nose and the constant sound. Before I bring my guest in, I wanted to talk about something I did on a couple weeks ago. I had the opportunity to go to my 10-year reunion, my 10-year high school reunion in New Orleans, which was a lot of fun. I had a great time. It was awesome to see everybody from high school, and everybody looks great. Everybody seems to be doing great, and I'm really proud of everybody who showed up. And it was a very great experience. And the reason why I wanted to go to my 10-year reunion was because, I think it's a blessing, to be able to see 10 years out of high school. Like, I might not see 20. I hope to see 20. I hope to see 50. But I was able to see 10 years after high school, and I wanted to go. It was an opportunity to see everybody and say hey to everybody and all that good stuff. So I want to shout out Courtney, because Courtney spearheaded the whole thing. She organized the whole thing, and I'm sure there was a lot of unnecessary stress, especially if you're a mother with 2 kids, and you got all that to deal with, and she's a teacher. She got all kind of things. So to put on this extra burden was amazing on her part. So shout out to Courtney, and you did a phenomenal job, and everything worked out well. The only complaint I had was the DJ was terrible. He played just the worst remixes of music that you would hear, and he didn't have anything that you would recognize. It was all like these terrible EDM bastardizations of music, and it was just bad. But anyway, that's my only complaint. But that's not her fault. The one thing I had a problem with was that when I was at the reunion, I heard rumors that because there wasn't a lot of black people there. There was about 6 of us, and 2 of us were spouses, so like 4 from the actual class actually showed up. And I heard a rumor that somebody's trying to organize a black-only 10-year reunion. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, cause we didn't go to a bad school. Holmesville High School was a very progressive school. It was a very good school in a very good parish, and we didn't have segregated proms or anything like that. No dumb shit like that. So why would we have segregated high school reunions? Like, and it's upsetting to know that in the 21st century there still are segregated proms in Mississippi, and I thought it was just a Mississippi thing. It makes a lot of sense, right? But in Louisiana, there's still segregated proms. Like, why? For what reason? That makes no sense to me. So, so some people want to make a segregated prom for black students, for the black class of 2006. 2006, and but if Courtney, because Courtney's white. If Courtney were to, for some reason, say, like, somehow manipulate her invitations to only include white people, y'all would be the first people to claim racism, like claim racism 5 ways a Sunday, and now y'all want to be separatists, and I just think it's stupid. So God bless you. Have fun, with your black only reunion. I think it's ignorant and it's stupid, because I had a great time, and y'all could have came, all you had to do was just pay $50, and you would have been in there. And that's no kind of money. I mean, I don't know your situation, but $50 ain't a lot of money. So, but yeah, shout out to the class of 2006, and shout out to everybody who went to the reunion. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun, and it was good to see everybody. You know, I just thought it was just ignorant that that I heard. I mean, it's like somebody told me that, and somebody showed me a little bit of proof, but I don't know. It might not happen, but if it does happen, best wishes. I will not be there because I don't believe in segregation or separatism. So yeah. Now I want to bring in my guest, my guest for the week, Miss Alicia. How you doing, love?
All right, how are you?
What's going on? I apologize for canceling on you yesterday. I was feeling miserable.
It's all right. We all have our bad days.
Yeah. So what's up, love? How you doing?
Oh, the life, the struggle. Being a parent, trying to start school, trying to find second jobs.
Yeah. So
the normal struggle.
So y'all might have heard at the tail end of the episode from 2 weeks ago. She was stroking my microphone, admiring it, and I appreciate it. I mean, like it's phenomenal to have a pretty lady stroke your microphone every now and then. So I saw on Facebook that you were actually in New Orleans at the same time I was in New Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah, you was in
the
it for
convention.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
How was that?
Oh, it was fantastic. I actually, Bulk and Skull
Yeah,
from...
I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers.
I went meet them when they were signing, and they were talking to me a little bit about how they wanted to do for their comedy thing. They were going to kind of talk about anger management. And I was like, oh, yeah, I love psychology.
Mm-hmm.
So they asked me, they're like, maybe you can help us out. So when we got in there, they're like, "It's the girl who talked to us about anger management in here," and I was like, "Yeah, it's me."
Wow.
And I just raised my hands up. So they got me to go on stage and help them do a little skit.
Yeah.
And I was super nervous, like
That's
my heart
cool.
was pounding, but it was really fun.
So you did you get any contact information? Did you?
I actually added one of the guys on Facebook.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
so,
cool. What have they been doing in the 20 years since Power Rangers?
They're doing a lot of little things, One of them has a PhD in theater.
Wow.
So it's like a theater doctor.
Oh, that's awesome.
But they've just been, doing little things, doing different shows and stuff here and there. So.
Okay, that's cool. So you grew up with the Power Rangers just like me, I'm sure.
Yes.
How you feel about the Power Rangers movie coming out?
I heard a little bit about it. I haven't actually heard a whole bunch about it. I know that they're not putting Bulk and Skull in it.
Oh.
But yeah, they were actually talking about that over there. They were like, how do y'all think the movie's gonna go without y'all? Like, why weren't y'all in it? But I don't know too much of the new actors or people that are gonna be in it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I love Power Rangers, so I'm excited.
I'm gonna
for
check it out. It looks like it's gonna be all right, but you never know. You never know, especially for Hollywood.
True.
But
Actually, going to see Suicide Squad tonight.
I'm gonna see that too.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna see it tonight too. Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
How you feel about that?
I'm excited. I mean, okay, so like my favorite band's been 30 Seconds to Mars since I was like 15, before
Okay.
they were even popular.
Right.
And that's the singer of Jared Leto, is the lead
Right.
singer.
Uh-huh.
So I'm really excited to just see him in it because he's been like my crush since I was like 14 years old. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then they got Will Smith, who's a really just phenomenal actor,
Right.
So I'm excited to see both of them in it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be all right. Anybody who listens to the show knows that I'm a Marvel guy, not a DC guy. But if it's a comic book
Right,
movie,
me too.
I'm gonna check it out. So it looks very flashy, very bright and colorful. I'm hearing that it's not getting the best reviews, but
I heard that too, but I usually like movies that people aren't so fond of.
Right.
So.
It might just be haters though. Like I think DC, unfortunately, DC is getting prejudged by the fact that Marvel had so much of a head start with the MCU, and they've done it pretty well. The villains haven't been that great, but outside of that, the cohesion between the film, TV, Netflix, and all that stuff, and the cohesion between the individual characters in each of those franchises,
Right.
has been very solid. And it feels like to the general public, it feels like DC is trying to play catch up. So anything they do will be graded a little harsher, or more harsh than they would on the Marvel side.
Yeah. Well, Marvel's definitely more of my favorite
Yeah.
than
Yeah, me too.
in DC. So.
But tonally, it feels different than Batman vs Superman, and the first Superman movie that came out. Because there's a lot of dark tones, a lot of light vignettes on the actors. They feel softer and stuff like they look softer in the light and stuff like that. This one is very bright and jarring. Suicide Squad.
Right. It's supposed to be more electric, like
Right.
psychologically,
Right.
electric.
So, but that's the thing. Like Marvel has a cohesion between their movies. Like every movie has the DNA of the movie that came before it.
Correct.
This one, there seems like a big separation. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna link the Suicide Squad to the rest of the DCEU and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. So what else you did at MechaCon?
Okay.
I saw you dressed up. What you was dressed up as?
So Friday, we went Friday, and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but Sunday's not always that exciting, especially if you don't have the actual hotel there. So Friday, my friend and I, she was a Cheshire Cat, and I was Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
I love me some Alice, so yeah.
You saw the movies?
Yes, I hadn't seen the new one, the
Okay.
recent one. Wait until it comes out. I'm not a big theater person, so
Okay. But you going tonight?
Yes, but I actually have bad anxiety with theaters, so I haven't been to one in years, so I'm kind of nervous.
Oh.
But I'm excited to try to throw myself back into stuff that makes me anxious,
Right. Well, that's good. That shows bravery.
Right.
And
then Saturday we just did a Valor thing, Team Valor.
Okay.
Pokemon.
I thought it was a Pokemon.
Yes. We just wore Valor shirts with shorts, kind of dressed up a little Pokemon-ish, and had our fun with that.
So you into this Pokemon Go thing?
Oh, definitely.
And your Team Valor?
Yes.
Is it that serious with you? Do you disrespect the Mystics and the Instincts?
I mean, I make jokes, but not
Yeah,
really.
okay.
I mean, I'm not really a very disrespectful person unless you disrespected me.
Right.
So, like,
So,
it's all fun and games,
how far has Pokemon Go taken you?
What do you mean?
Distance.
Well, I've done a lot more walking,
Okay, that's good.
but nothing too much out of my area. I haven't been out of Lafayette too much. I heard Vermilionville is a nice place to go, but I'm not sure where that is.
Were you there when they erected that statue, the Pikachu statue in New Orleans?
No, we weren't there when they did that.
Okay.
I was disappointed to not have seen that in person.
That'd have been kind of cool. I bet you that's a Pokestop.
Probably, yeah. Probably so. Probably a gym.
Probably so. That was apparently they put that up illegally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they haven't taken it down yet. So I think they should keep it, man. Why not, man?
I agree.
It's a nice looking statue. It's not even real metal. But yeah, man, the Pokemon Go craze is crazy. I'm not in it.
I enjoy it. I like to get obsessed with something every once in a while,
I work at a TV station, and that's all we talk about. There's always a Pokemon Go segment now. It's just ridiculous, and the weatherman hates it because we always talk about it. But yeah, so you go to MechaCon a lot or what?
Well, when it first came about, it was in Lafayette, and I didn't go the first year. I didn't know about it. I found out about the second year, and I had went to every MechaCon that was in Lafayette. Whenever it moved out of Lafayette to New Orleans, I went to the first one. And then I hadn't gone back for a few years, and then started going back about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I was in and out of it, but yeah, I mean, I try to go every year just because it's so much fun to be there. It's like you can dress up and act stupid, and no one's sitting there looking at you like you're crazy.
Right. No, I was because like I said, I was there for my reunion, and I was walking from the casino, Harris Casino, to the venue where my reunion was, and on the way I just kept seeing people dressed up and just. Like,
Right.
What is going on this week? I didn't know that it was MechaCon at the same time. I just saw a bunch of what's the anime? Akame got killed. You heard of that?
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, this
Probably a newer one.
I think so.
I hadn't watched any in a while. It's been a few years for me. I'm more into like the older stuff still,
Yeah. What you into?
Well, my favorite anime is Ray Earth. That's from the 1990s.
Okay.
I love Sailor Moon, though they redid Sailor Moon, which is really good. I hadn't caught up on it yet.
Yeah.
But, like Tenchi Muyo, Outlaw Star,
Outlaw Stars.
Trigun, all those old ones, Dragon Ball Z, of course. You
I like
can't.
Trigun. I never really got into Trigun, man. It was just.
I just watch what was on TV a little bit,
Yeah. And Dragon Ball Z, of course, I was a little kid, and that was a lot of fun. I tried to get back into it, and I just can't anymore. But yeah, the Toonami era was was a good time to be a kid.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep. So you go to conventions a lot?
Yeah. I mean, I go to MechaCon. I've gone to the Comic-Con in Lafayette.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to the Comic-Con in New Orleans, which is pretty big. I'd like to go though, but I've been to Acon in Houston once. But besides that, I hadn't been to too many other MechaCons. Been my main go-to.
Okay, that's cool. So would you consider yourself a big anime fan, or
I think
just
so.
casual?
I think I'd consider myself a big anime fan, but more like I'm an adult now and I got busy stuff to do, so I haven't watched as much anime as I used to.
Right. But I'm sure when you was there, you saw people a lot older than you.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot more intense.
Oh yeah, there's some people who just don't really have much of a life. They just work and watch anime, you know.
That's true. That's true. But teach his own, you know. But do you come here at the comic book shop a lot?
Oh yeah, I watched my boyfriend play Warhammer.
How are you into that?
I mean, it looks cool, but he plays. You know, I just watch, kind of observe, and sit there. But I used to play a little bit of Magic, so I'd come here and yeah.
That was before the kid.
Yes. I actually dated a few guys who's played. I dated a guy who played Yu-Gi-Oh, a guy who played Magic. So I usually come here a lot just to see them and hang out. I enjoy the atmosphere of, you know, just the nerdiness.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, this is a good environment. I like the vibe here. That's why I come here a lot. So you say you're a bigger Marvel fan than you're a DC fan. How you feel about what's going on in Marvel right now with the Civil War 2 and stuff like that?
I'm actually not big on Captain America.
Really? Why's that?
I'm more of an X-Men person.
I'm with you. I can dig it.
I'm just not into like Americanized things. Like I like mutants and like you know, real superheroes.
Who's your favorite X-Men then?
My favorite is probably Storm.
Storm's cool.
She was always my kind of like, if I had to choose out of anybody's power, it'd probably be hers.
Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of power.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of power. Would you dye your hair silver?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of working on it, but silver's a hard color to get to.
Yeah.
It's pretty white though, almost.
Yeah,
so,
it's pretty bright. But yeah, man, X-Men is cool. It was the X-Men pretty much that started this revolution with the comic book movies, you know? When X-Men 1 came out, when they came out? 2000?
Oh, definitely 10 years at least.
Yeah. So it was amazing to see that, you know, get to see Wolverine. And now, if you look at it now, you're like, look how young Wolverine was at the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's like 80 now or something.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there, but he keeps himself in shape. Wolverine's gonna keep him living a long time. You know, but so you're going to see Suicide Squad. Do you always go to see the comic book movies, or you just wait?
Usually, like I said, I'm not a big theater person.
Right.
I haven't really been to a movie since Divergent because that's my thing.
You like that?
Yeah, I got the tattoo of Divergent.
Ah, look at you.
That's kind of like the main character in that movie. It's kind of
Right.
my inspiration, like my hero.
Really?
So it's been my thing. Like,
So you read the books?
Oh yeah, I read them, all 3 of them in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was intense. I really enjoyed it. Ending was kind of depressing. Don't want to spoil it for anybody,
Okay,
but
good.
it's a really good series. And if you if you enjoy the movies a little bit, you should read the books because it really explains. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with the last movie, but I feel like it really explains more in detail, like why the ending was the way it was and stuff. You know.
Yeah. So how you feel about it not being a movie, the last one? They was gonna split the last movie into, like, I think either 1 or 2 parts.
Yeah, they split it into 2 parts.
Or I mean, okay, but the last part is gonna be on TV now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting the last movie in theaters?
Nope.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
that came out
disappointing.
that
I mean, as long as it comes out on DVD, I'll just go grab it and
Right.
watch it. Right.
Apparently, they're trying to turn Divergent into a series, like a TV show.
Well, they were actually doing that with Shadowhunters.
What's that?
The Immortal Instruments.
Okay.
They did that with that series. They had put the first movie out. People were really upset because it didn't fit the book properly.
Right.
so they turned it into a show. And of course they tweaked it a little bit. You know, they were like, look, we're putting this show, but we don't want everybody to know exactly what's going to happen. People who have read, so we want to change it a little bit. And I mean, I watched some of the episodes. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Is it still going on?
I think they signed for season 2 already.
Oh, really?
So it seems like people are kind of going along with it. They like it better. I think a lot of people were excited about it. So hopefully it'll keep on going through until all the books are kaput.
Right. But yeah, so the last one is they was gonna make it a movie, but I don't think the last movie did too well. So they're gonna make it the last one a TV movie, which will introduce the show.
That's kind of depressing, to be honest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I like the first one. I just saw it because the action looks good. It looks sci-fi. I didn't know anything about the book or anything like that, but I thought it was like really action packed and really colorful. I think and like look, it's very rare to see female heroes take the lead role. So I thought that was really cool. The second one was cool. The third one could have been better, but I wanted, if it was gonna end, I wanted it to end on the big screen.
I agree. I totally agree. I mean, one more movie. Y'all could put it out, you know?
Yeah, end it like that, man. And then if you want to do the TV show after that, then that's cool. So why is the lead character Trish your hero? What about it makes an inspiration to you?
Well, I have a lot of fears due to my anxiety, and Trish is very fearless.
Yeah.
Like, she stands up for what's right no matter what, and she puts her life out on the line for people that she cares about, and not just people she cares about, but for like just people who are being treated wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, so for that, it's just an inspiration to work towards, you know, trying to become a person that I want to be.
Yeah.
Which is fearless, you know.
How do you feel like you're are you working towards that, or are you taking steps to being more fearless, or what?
I definitely would think that I am. I mean, I have a lot of fears, but I would try to work through them one day at a time, you know. I think that I'm definitely better off than I was a few months ago.
That's good.
So I feel like I'm slowly getting there.
So you try something new every day? Is that what you do?
Not exactly, but I do talk to myself a lot more. I'm not as how I say, like I'm not as like crazy minded as I used to be, I guess I could say. Like, I used to kind of jump to conclusions a lot more and freak out and panic a lot more, and it's calmed down a lot over the past few months. But I kind of just like rationalize a lot better with myself these days.
That's good.
And so that's kind of my first step, and then my next step's kind of just trying to be happy and thinking about the future too much is really like damping it. Yeah. But thinking about when you live in the moment, it's just you don't feel as much, you know. You kind of just, you're in that moment, and you can enjoy life a little better.
Yeah. How does being a mother make you more brave? Does it?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, being a mother is hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you feel like you weren't really ready. But I don't feel like it's changed me much. I feel like it's just made me a little more bossy.
Okay.
And a little more impatient. Though you think it would make you patient, but I feel like it hasn't really done that for me. I mean, I might tolerate a little more than I used to. Just life in general.
Right.
But I feel like it hasn't changed me too much.
Okay.
As it would some people anyway.
How would you what would you say to anybody who's listening who might have similar issues? How would you tell them to work through it? What would your advice be to them?
Okay. Well, for me it's kind of hard because I feel like I'm trying. Like, overall, like, I like having my kid around, but I have to, like, honestly, I kind of enjoy more my alone time than having her around, just because it's hard when you have to take care of someone and watch them the whole time.
Right.
But I would definitely say that, you know, I think that it gets easier.
Yeah.
You watch them less as they get older. They want to do things more on their own as they get older. So and mine's only like 1.5, but I can see so much more independence these days with her. You know, she wants to play with stuff. She wants to kind of do stuff on her own. So I think that all I could really say is that, eventually they'll move out.
Right.
So, you kind of just take it as it is. You love them, but you don't really want to have to take care of them for the rest of their life.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
absolutely. But I'm talking
So-
about like in general, your anxiety.
Oh, like being a parent with anxiety?
No, just having
Oh, having
anxiety.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I considered starting some YouTube videos
That's cool.
for anxiety. For people with anxiety, I would just tell them if they really feel like they can handle it on their own, I say more power to them. I personally, I handle it pretty well on my own. I'm sure I could be better off if I get help, but like whenever I need help, I really need help, I go and I get it. So I would definitely say that if someone like out there needs help, like go get it.
Yeah.
Because it's not
Don't be so prideful.
right. It's not gonna always get easier. If you want to be happy, you have to go out and you have to do that. You have to find that happiness, and sometimes it's really hard.
But it's not impossible.
Right, exactly. It's not impossible, and you just have to remember to take care of yourself. Like don't feel like you're weak because you had a panic attack. Don't feel like you're weak because you're crying. Don't feel like you're weak because you want to give up, because those are all normal human things.
Right.
Just have your breakdown, dust it off, and just keep on going. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
So
Very motivational. Very nice. I like that. I like all that. But yeah, I think the best thing you said was try something new. Keep putting yourself out there and stuff like that.
right, trying new stuff really helps too. Sometimes I'm really picky with food, but every once in a while I like to go somewhere and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm feeling adventurous today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this new food, and I definitely feel like I've opened up to a lot more foods than I had maybe like 3 or 4 years ago even.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm with you. I feel the same way about that. I'm extremely picky, but I'm working towards getting out of that. But yeah, try something new. Be fearless. Well, try your best to be fearless.
Right.
And like Alicia said, if you break down, just break down and just get over it after, on your own time, and you'll be all right. It gets better. And it's raining bad out there today, right now.
Oh wow, it
It's
is
a-
raining.
It just came down.
Oh.
But yeah. So you want to start a YouTube channel? What got you into psychology?
Just being who I am, basically. Like, I had my first panic attack when I was 14.
Mhm.
And I've had a series of, I've always been OCD and ADHD and stuff. And then I found out later on I had Asperger's.
Okay.
So it makes a lot of sense when you read it, and think, if you know me very well enough, you read it, you think about it, you're like, yeah, that's definitely you.
Mm.
But I always wanted to help people like me because I know what it's like to suffer. And, I mean, to this day, I can remember exactly how my first panic attack went about, and it was scary, it was rough, and they're all scary and rough, but I wanted to be there for people, to help them out and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really got into psychology, and I've helped a few people. A lot of my friends love my advice, and
That's good.
they usually, I'm pretty good at advice. But I've just always been in, my dad's kind of sick too, but he actually committed suicide 3 years ago.
Oh.
And so I kind of feel like I strive to live for him and myself.
Okay.
And want to help people who feel the same way.
That's good.
So.
So, did you go to school for it, or something you're working on?
Well, I went to SLCC for, I got basically an associate's in psychology. And I was going to go to UL for it, but I kind of decided to get out of it because, as much as I love helping people, I decided that my own depression, it's kind of hard to do it as a job. Because I don't think I could handle seeing depressing people every day. And, it's different when you do it once a week or something, or when you have occasional friend or something that you need to help out.
Yeah.
But when you have to deal with it every day, 8 hours a day, it's just, it's hard on somebody. And so I decided kind of not to do it, but I'm still really into it. I still love helping people, and I still want to help people.
Yeah, well, that's cool. But yeah, I would recommend you start that YouTube show.
Thank you.
I recommend you try that out, and you can get people to email you and ask you questions, and you can just
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
answer them like that. But that's good. So outside of the Mechacons and all that entails, what else are you into?
Well,
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, if since you have anxiety, we should go skydiving. Me and you.
I see that's something I'd probably be okay with.
Yeah.
My anxiety streams more from the thought of death
Mm.
and stuff. So, but like internal death, like dying from like something with my body, you know. So like I always think something's wrong with me all the time.
Yeah.
Kind of like a hypochondriac.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, stuff like that would probably be good for me just in general. Because
I wanna do it.
I would want to do it too. Yeah,
You know, I think that'd be kind of fun.
I agree.
Did you see the guy who did it without a parachute?
What did he do?
He skydived without a parachute.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was we did like a little news segment on it at the station, and he's a professional skydiver, so he's been doing it for a while. But this time he decided to do it without a parachute. He just had a 100 by 100 foot net to catch him, and it worked. He caught him.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
You know.
That's pretty fearless in my opinion. Like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's no greater demonstration of bravery than that right there. But yeah, I would not do that. I would not do that because like, what if I miss this net?
Exactly.
What if the net doesn't catch me
Mm-hmm.
and breaks off or something? I don't even know what they had that thing strapped to. But yeah, so how you feel about being on the show?
It's fun. I've heard about podcasts and I actually don't listen to any myself. But I mean, they seem really interesting. One of my exes actually listened to a podcast, and so that was the first time I ever heard of him.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, well, those seem cool. And then I found out the iPhone has a podcast app
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's neat. And so then I met you.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, having
Just
a
being
good time.
out there on the internet, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all just opinion, you know. Hopefully somebody listens to it. That's all. But yeah. So we talked about MegaCon, talked about the comic book section, talked about Suicide Squad. What else? So you don't go to the theater, but what other movies have you seen outside of the theater that you really like?
Well, like I said, I've seen all the X-Men movies,
Yeah.
you know. Not the recent one. I plan to watch it soon enough. Then there's Divergent. I liked, actually, the last movie that I was able to sit through in the theater was called The Duff.
Yeah.
I thought that was a funny movie.
Yeah, that was the Designated Ugly Fat Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was Ted 2.
Ted 2 was, I like
That
Ted 2.
was hilarious.
Did you see Ted 1?
Yes.
Which you like better?
I think I like the second one better, to
I think
be
I like the
honest.
second one
Yes.
better,
But they were both really funny and really good.
Yep.
And I want to see, like, I have not seen all the Fast and the Furious, but I wanted to see all
Really?
of them. Yes.
That's I don't think anybody has ever said that.
I want to have a marathon and watch all of them.
Man, so how many have you seen?
Tokyo Drift is one that I've seen totally, like, all through. And I love that one.
You like that one? That was the worst one.
What? That was my favorite.
That's the worst one. My favorite is number 5, Fast 5. I like that one most because it's a heist movie.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one yet, so.
But yeah, Fast 8. I think they're filming it right now.
Oh, wow. Making another one?
Yeah, they're making another one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and did you ever see Triple X? With Vin Diesel?
I don't think I've seen that.
That one, well, that one came out a long time ago. I thought it was alright. It wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. But many years later, they're making a sequel to it. Well, they're making a third one to it.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's that. It looks real cool though. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna check it out.
Awesome.
So yeah, you're a new guest on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do a segment I like to call 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 questions, 10 answers.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4. What was my question number 4? It's been so long since I did 4, 3, 2, 1. You're stuck on a desert island. Everything's taken care of, but you have 4 albums you can listen to for the rest of your life. What are those 4 albums?
4 albums?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Whew. Sia
Okay.
would be one person. Probably her first album. I'd have to say, not sure which one, but one of the Chevelle albums.
Okay.
Probably like a random like World's Greatest Country Hits album.
Okay.
Gotta have a little bit of everything.
Right.
And then probably a Metallica album.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take away your greatest country hits because I tried to not include compilations. So you gotta give me somebody specific.
Oh, like Reba McEntire.
All right. All right. Question number 3. Top 3 favorite cartoons of all time. Go.
Top 3 cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna count anime since it's like Japanese.
You can.
Well,
That's fine.
Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Kind of hard.
That's why I put this towards the end.
Trying to think of what I watched like in the past that I was really into. Because I watch a lot more real shows than cartoon shows, but I have to say I'll put Sailor Moon in there because
Okay.
I've been trying to watch Sailor Moon Crystal recently,
Mumbo.
and I really liked Phineas and Ferb on Disney Channel. Yeah.
I can never get into it. I
Really?
can never no, because that dude nose is too long and pointy. I can't rock with it. Like I don't like it. And he got a platypus. Like what is that? Like well, why? What's up with the platypus? Like a lot of people like cartoons like that. Like Fairly Odd Parents. I never liked that.
Yeah, I
Never
like
liked
that
it.
one too. I'd say that's in there too.
I never understood people my age liking SpongeBob.
See, I don't really care for SpongeBob, but I did like Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah.
actually.
Never could get into that, man. Question number 2. You can spend a weekend, 2 days, with 2 men, 2 celebrity men. Who would they be and what would you do?
Jared Leto and James Franco.
Okay. Wow, you're the fastest person to answer that. You're the fastest person to answer that. A lot of people like have to think about it. All right, so you, James Franco, Jared Leto, what you doing?
I would have a threesome with them.
Awesome. You're the first person to be honest. Also.
Well, they're both super. Well, I was thinking about, because Jared Leto's my favorite, and I was thinking about James Franco yesterday, and I think he's pretty hot. So I'm like, I'll definitely talk to them too, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Have
because
a
I can
conversation
tell
with him, too.
Jared Leto is really deep, and James Franco seems like funny guy. So
Would you go anywhere?
with him,
Yeah. You got all the money in the world.
really want to go to France.
Okay. That's actually my last question. Number 1 place on planet Earth that you want to go that you haven't been.
I think it would be France. I am very interested in visiting Japan, but France is like where a lot of Louisiana people have originated from.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the place that I really want to visit and learn a little bit about the culture.
France seems like a beautiful place. It's on my list too. With Japan is number 1.
Right.
Japan is number 1.
Japan's
for
probably
me.
number 2 for me. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna give you a number 5. Just for fun. Top 5 X-Men.
Oh, okay. Well, Storm,
Okay.
Wolverine, of course he's in there.
Right.
Phoenix, Jean Grey.
All right.
But Iceman
Iceman's cool.
and Magneto.
How you feel about Iceman being gay?
He wasn't gay in the show though.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Was he gay in the comics?
He's gay in the comics now.
Okay. The comic books go so hard and so long that I don't
Right.
pay attention to them.
They got
I go from the like basic show, from when we were younger.
Right.
But I did not know that, and
Yeah.
so that's pretty. So he just like randomly became gay.
No, apparently he's always been gay, but he was hiding it. Yeah.
Which makes it odd for the movie because he hit on Kitty because what's her face couldn't touch,
Right. No, well, I look at it like this. I compartmentalize the universes. The comic books are one thing, the movies are a different thing.
Correct, yeah.
And the TV shows are a different thing unless they're specifically linked together like the MCU. but yeah, but like in the comic books, yeah, he was always gay apparently, and he came out. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
It is cool. I just feel like we're trying to be so politically correct that we're just changing things just to. I think it might be
okay,
for
no, I
marketing
see what you're
dollars.
saying
You know what I
because
mean?
like back in the day they wouldn't have made him gay.
Yeah.
And now that it's more socially acceptable,
Right.
they're doing it.
They're
right.
making them gay, and I think that's because they want the gay dollars. You know, they want gay
Ah,
money. You know.
that makes sense.
You know, and they want Marvel wants to show that they're progressive,
I mean,
which is good, but
they could have done it with different characters. I think.
yeah,
Like
But-
they have that woman in Deadpool. She was considered an X-Men, and I think she would be gay.
Negasonic,
Yeah.
Teenage Warhead.
She looks like she would,
Yeah, but she's not major. Iceman's a major character.
Right, yeah.
And
of course.
if you want to make a big shot, you want to do it to a big character.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But I feel like if they turned a character who was gay, because they had gay characters, or like North Star and stuff like that, if they would have turned one of them from gay to straight, it'd have been an uprising. It'd have been
Right. I feel like it's a little
picketing.
bit harder to go from gay to straight anyway than it is from straight to gay.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you could hide being gay, but
Exactly. You can't like
but if you
pretend
was
you're
gay,
gay.
you can't be. Yeah, you can't. Like, I mean, that's kind of interesting. I never thought of that. That makes sense. Imagine a gay person, but he's not really gay. He's just hiding the fact that he's straight. Why would he hide it?
Exactly. He wouldn't just pretend unless he was trying to fit in with somebody that he wanted to fit in with.
Unless he was trying to be like Three's Company, because he pretended to be gay.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that it'll be okay for him to live with two women. But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, they're doing a lot of changes, and I feel like they're just doing it just to say they're doing it,
Correct.
Which is not, and like, I don't mind the progressiveness, it's just that I just want it to be organic, don't just make Spider-Man black just to get black people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I wonder if they did that with Fantastic Four on purpose or not.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because they were supposed to be brother and sister legally,
Right.
and then they
Right.
made it like they were adopted.
Right.
And
Right.
that kind of irritated me, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's like, I understand you start out with white, but don't just
Yeah.
change it just because.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
Make something new.
Yeah,
Just make something new.
And it, like, I don't think it was racism that made these characters white,
Right. I mean, it
begin
was
with.
just the
Yeah.
norm back then when things were created.
Yeah. But it is what it is. And they're doing a lot of things. Like, the Hulk is Asian now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Amadeus
Lord.
Cho is
Lord day.
is one of the Hulks. I think Bruce Banner still has it, but Amadeus Cho, he wanted to be the Hulk, so he did a couple experiments to himself, and now he's a Hulk.
Got you. I mean, you can have more than one Hulk. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Whatever. And they got a little black girl being Iron Man, but I don't think she's gonna be Iron Man though. I think that's always gonna be Tony Stark. But she built her own
Tony
suit.
Stark, that's the Iron Man. You can't
Yeah.
go back from that.
Yeah. Captain America's black now. It's just a lot of changes, and I don't feel like it's organic.
Exactly, I
But
agree with you.
I'm not against it. It's just like, why change the characters unless they was like really blatantly ignorant based on social norms of the past. Then you have to change it and retcon it and stuff like that. But
Right.
I don't think Captain America was bad being white.
Yeah, right. And there's a lot of people who cosplay him now who kind of look a lot like him. My
Yeah.
ex actually cosplayed as Captain America, and he looked pretty, like, face-wise,
Yeah.
a lot like him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not against the changes, and as long as the characters are still there, like you can have Miles Morales, but have Peter Parker there too.
Right.
And like I said, I compartmentalize it just like Marvel Wikia. I don't know if you ever been on that site. They compartmentalize all the different universes that appear in the comic books and the TV shows and the movies and stuff like that.
No, I've never.
It's really in depth, and like whoever set that up really did the research, and I think it's really cool. So I just go with that stuff. But yeah, we're at 45 minutes. Before we go, I want to thank Mr. Jeff for letting me rock out here at the comic book shop. I really appreciate it. And books too. If you're in the Lafayette area, please stop by and buy all of this wonderful stuff. They got a lot of comic books, a lot of toys, a lot of board games, all kinds of stuff. And it's a cool place to hang out too.
It is.
So check out Books 2 in Lafayette if you're feeling frisky. So anything else you want to say? Or do you want to give out any social media or anything like that? Or you don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't personally have anything. Just go Team Valor.
Okay. There you go.
And just everybody out there, keep being good people and try to treat everyone good and just keep going and work towards your goals and your dreams and just keep trucking.
Keep trucking. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call this episode "Keep Trucking." But yeah, man. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, or you just have something nice to say about the podcast, or you want to ask questions on the podcast, and I will read them on the next show. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is a place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official, 3 S's. It's a YouTube account. I'm also GrasshopperGP on Facebook. That's a fan page. You can check me out on Bandcamp, buy some of my songs. I got 2 songs on there right now. Buy some music. And I think that's it. What you doing now?
Me?
Yeah, what you saying?
Applying for jobs.
Alicia's applying for jobs, so if you know this lovely woman, please hire her. She's a very talented person. She will do whatever you need her to do because she is multifaceted in every aspect of her creativity and experience. So check out. So if you see Alicia's name pop up on your in your files, you hire her immediately because you won't be disappointed. So yeah, it's the AquaMethodPodcast. It's your boy GP. It's Alicia. Y'all be good. And again, I apologize for me being all stuffy and because I'm sick. And this was very difficult for me. I apologize if my thoughts and words are not that coherent because my nose is filled with many forms of bacteria, and I'm trying to get better real soon. So yeah, hopefully I'll be better tomorrow. But I had to do a show, and I didn't want to cancel Alicia again. So yeah, there you go. Apologies for the stuffy nose. And AquaMethodPodcast, y'all be good.